opportunities that were out in the marketplace, right? Unfulfilled needs, if you will, around spend management, and still some of the same challenges and obstacles that companies were facing that we did not have the technology at the time to solve. We had some good technology, but there were still some really big gaps. And we had discussions all along that we decided, you know what, let's do this. We had sat down in front of the clean whiteboard. Remember that? We whiteboarded everything out and decided, you know what, we have something here.
We started thinking about some of the things that were still holding back really robust spend analysis in the marketplace. And we all of a sudden, it was almost like an epiphany, but we started talking about things like dynamic database, being responsive to the customer's ever-changing needs of data. Every customer was different. How did we bring that data in? We really kind of focused on, the problem isn't so much on the reporting side or the analytics. Certainly reports have to render data, but they have to have a database to do that from. They can make their comparisons, they can make their various calculations and do all of that, but if you didn't have the right data set in the first place, if it wasn't cleansed and classified very thoroughly, integrated quite well, the ability to bring in more data, all of a sudden we started thinking, geez, if we could do that and kind of cross that bridge, and we had an idea. Every time I talk to somebody about what we did, I'd always say it's kind of like, a radar, deeper into that mountain range, into that ocean to find what you're looking for. But I'll give you credit, you created the logo, so that's pretty good.
Over the years, we worked with some really talented, bright people, and we knew that, as we were talking about forming Spend Radar, if we make a go of this, we knew who those first 3 to 4 people that we needed to have in the organization.
And we wanted to go out and fix the world's problem with spend analysis and data cleansing and classification. And we were fortunate that we were able to get a couple key people that we knew, had experience with, and were willing to work with us in a startup mode.
I think the biggest surprise is, as I look back from kind of inception to where we are today, is how quickly we were able to start generating customers, happy, raving fans of customers at such a very young age. I think some of our first 3 to 4 customers were in the Fortune 500. I don't think you and I would have ever expected to attract that caliber of company at such a young age. So we knew going in that if we're going to kind of outsmart our competitors, we had to be better, faster, cheaper. We believed we had something better. Our delivery teams proved that we can do it faster, and as a result, we can do it cheaper. That to this day is still surprising to me.
I mean, that was our goal: better, faster, cheaper. Any company that you form, every company you form is going to have its challenges. But the surprises to us, we knew we had something we call next generation. You can put a lot of labels on it, but it was clearly a different way from the old standard of pulling in data. The old ways of doing it was a different model. And we thought it would be superior. We started developing that, but it hadn't been proven yet. When we talk to customers, they would talk to us and they go, that's exactly the problem I'm having right now. I'm frustrated with what I'm doing right now, whether that be with an existing competitor or at the time we had no competitors. Obviously, we're brand new to the market, but with whatever their problems were, they saw what we were trying to do, and that was exactly the itch that they needed to have scratched.
So we have a well-defined product strategy. It continues to evolve as we interact with our clients and identify and discover new use cases for our current applications today. That, to me, is what's really exciting.
And we focused on spend, but it's applicable to other areas, financial areas, other areas of data that we could pull into this master database. And as Brian said, as our customers realize, yeah, I started with spend analysis, and I want to manage that. And that's really the cycle of life where the initial couple of years of the company wants to achieve, in having not only the spend analysis, but all the way through to adding more content outside the company and locking all these contracts down and all these sourcing events and really managing spend in a much more methodical, rigorous engineering fashion. Again, better, faster, cheaper.
We're identifying on a weekly basis, daily basis in some cases, new areas within an organization to leverage our technology that's out there today. Now, we're not just going to rest on the products that we have in the market today. We're continuing to build out new products, launch new products on a quarterly basis, and we have some really exciting things. I think you'll agree.
There's an excitement going on around here. We're excited. I hope we look excited. We are.